Welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744. Barca eliminated, guys, of the Copa del Rey. We are going to discuss about that. We're going to discuss about the Afcon group stage, do a brief overview, and then we'll do a round of 16 preview. A lot to go through for today's stream, man, so I don't want to waste further of you guys' time. We're going to go ahead and get started. Please remember to like and subscribe, of course, if you're new on here, guys. And yeah, man, I probably need therapy at this rate with Barca. So like I said, guys, like and subscribe, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So let me just say this right now, guys. Before I even get started, I want to say this right now. This was always going to be a difficult game for Barca. Anyone thinking that Bilbao is the easy team whatsoever, you guys are stupid. Because Bilbao is a very good team, especially in the Copa del Rey. They always raise their game in the Copa del Rey. Like, I would say, like, they're like Copa del Rey merchants, to be honest. Right? So my thing is that for Barca, as I said, man. So for Barca, as I said, man, it's just pathetic. It's just absolutely pathetic to lose that kind of match fashion. And I just knew we would. I knew we would likely lose this game because of how Athletic Club are like, how we always would struggle against them. Yeah, like I said, man, it's just pathetic, man. It's just really pathetic. So hope we can get some of you guys to come on. Let me go ahead and get started. So let me go ahead and let people know we're live. And yeah. So, like I said, actually, Jinping says, dude, I'm officially done for the season. It's cool. Will be this clown's excuse in his post-match conference? The excuse to be like, oh, we had to play a match after a few days. Like, that is the worst excuse you could have given. Like, that's a pathetic excuse. I'm sorry. You cannot give that a kind of excuse after being eliminated by that. It's just unacceptable, man. So, I just think it's really pathetic, man. Really pathetic. So, yeah. I'm Sage alt account. All right, thank you for joining, Luke. But yeah, I mean, for Barca, man, as I said, I don't even want to discuss about Barca. Let's go look at the lineups, man. Look at the lineups. And there's another thing I hate about this fan base. As much as we've been so bad this season, this fan base also needs to man up and be realistic. This fan base is far too optimistic, far too naive, thinking that, oh, Ferran Torres is back after he scored a hat trick. No, it's just one game. And like I said, Real Betis is a team that are really bad defensively. We generally score a lot of goals against them. You know, we never really struggle to beat Betis. Right? So let's go look at this, guys. Let's go look at this. Let's look at the lineup, guys. Let's look at the lineup. So as you can see right here, guys, this is the lineup that Barca started. We had Iñaki Peña in goal, Balde at left back, Christensen at center back, Araujo at right back, Koundé at right back, Pedri, De Jong, Gundogan, Torres, Lewandowski, Yamal. And already we start off disastrous. Conceding that early goal and that kind of fashion 1 minute in already threw off our entire game plan. Oh, I just realized I'm muted. Threw off our entire game plan. And that was pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. You know, to concede that kind of fashion is just unacceptable. Right? And obviously, getting the goal there, Gruzotti getting the goal there. Very, very sloppy giveaway from Barca. We make a horrible mistake out the back. The Athletic Club do some great play there. And Zhang connect cleanly, and the ball drives kindly for Gruzotti, who sweeps in the roof of the net. So, yeah, great start for Bilbao, man. 1-0 up. I will give credit to the team, though. The team did galvanize and fought back and showed some character that, hey, we could actually do this. That we could actually pull this off, of course. But obviously, it was not going to last a while, you know. And obviously, Lewandowski scored a very good, nice goal there. Great finish there. He did get a bit somewhat fortuitous with the goal. Like I said, it was kind of a lucky goal, to be fair. You know, and that. And then obviously, Yamal, man. I mean, let's actually start with Bilbao, man. Bilbao almost scored the second. And I just, Bilbao almost scored the second from that. And it was crazy, man. They almost scored right there. Let's see where. Yeah, Bilbao almost scored the second goal right there. Let me see if I can show you guys the moments of the game. Yeah, there was another chance for them. Then Barca kind of grew into the game. We kind of grew into the game as the game went on. Of course, I got a yellow card, and then Balde had to get taken off. And it was so sad. I was very, very sad. But to be fair, Balde this season have been really, really shocking. I have not been impressed with Balde whatsoever this season. So maybe it is a good idea. What is it? Maybe it was a blessing in disguise, because obviously I do think Balde has not been great this season. He's been pretty mediocre this season, to be honest. And obviously, Hector Ford came in. I thought Hector Ford actually had a good game. And was one of the few positives for today. So yeah, guys, hit the like button, guys, hit the subscribe button, guys. We're gonna do kind of a mini Barca rant, some ways. And then obviously, Barca, like I said, we grew into the game, and then finally we scored a goal. Lewandowski scores a goal there. Great link-up play there. Lewandowski scores to make it 1-1. And at this point, I'm like, okay, maybe we can actually get back in this game. And then, guys, Yamal. That Yamal goal was absolutely fantastic. That was a world-class goal. I recommend you guys check out the replay. Obviously, I cannot show the replay on the stream for copyright reasons. It was a fantastic goal. It was absolutely fantastic goal. Beautiful finish. And it made it 2-1. And at this point, I'm like, okay, it's game on, right? And then from that point on, we stood out the FAP, and then we almost worked it well. Did it, and yeah. Nico Williams almost had a corner there. Goal equalized. And yeah, we were coming into halftime in good momentum. But here's the thing with Bilbao, man. This is a team that always pushes to the very end. And this is a team that doesn't give up. The odds, even if the odds are against them, the circumstances are against them, they're always going to push to the end. So, like I said, there's that. Let me read some of you guys' comments, and then I'm going to talk about the second half. Right here. Where is it? Promise to you being realistic that we would lose tonight, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But I was so wrong. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I knew we would lose because of the fact it's a Sunday mess. And I've heard some Barca fans call me out that I'm negative, I'm critical, I'm too negative. This kind of stuff. I'm being realist, guys. I'm being objective here, because at times I do believe we can win, but at times I believe we don't win. And this was one of those games where I knew we would probably not win. You know what will be the worst excuse? We played well low. Oh yeah, dude. If Javi comes about that crap, I'm gonna have to ask some serious questions. Matt Channel says, hi, everybody. XA Jipping says, Real Batista punching back for Barca. Pookie says, sup. Matt Channel says, you were muted, I don't think. Well, I think I turned on my sound in my computer. That was actually the thing. So you guys couldn't have heard me. Lowell Mayer 101 says, hello. XA Jipping says, if Javi says we still have La Liga, you see it as a fight for them, then I'll just start supporting United. Ericsson out. Dude, United is just as bad as us, if not even worse than us. We're literally in the exact same position as Man United. The only difference is that we're actually in a position where we can get Champions League, whereas Man United, we're not sure if they're going to get Champions League. So, but yeah, I mean, we're pretty much the same position as United, if you think about it. XA Jimping said, just reverse situation. Give this Barca squad to Ernesto Valverde, and he'll give us consistent results. Not good football, but consistent results. That's the problem. Barcelona, see, the thing is, I don't really want to go back to Ernesto Valverde, XA Jimping, because Ernesto Valverde, for me, was really relying on Messi. And if you give Ernesto Valverde this team, I think this team would do just about the same as Xavi. Maybe a slightly better, but I don't think this. We need a long-term coach. We need a coach that's good for the long term, that has enough experience. I don't think Valverde is good for the long term. I think he'll be a good short-term coach, but we need a long-term coach. So if we go back to Valverde, we're going back to the past. We need to move on. HGR says, long time I didn't come on the channel. I barely football, but Afcon's crazy. Yeah, we're going to get to the Afcon, man. We're going to get to the Afcon. I just needed to touch upon this Barca game since my club played. So, Lol Mayor 101 says, Barca needs an actual manager. Why they still got Xavi? We still have Xavi because of the fact that he won La Liga for us last season. Even though that La Liga win last season was very, very... I mean, obviously I'll give him credit, but like, I don't know how much credit we can give him for that league title win. Like, we have to give some credit, but we can't I can't fully praise Xavi. You know, that's what I'm saying. Another Afcon, another time 80s from slandering Ghana. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Ghana, man. We're gonna talk about Ghana in a bit. FC Jinping says, yeah, Xavi's not good enough to coach Barca Juve now. HCar says, Xavi over Xavi's a player. Xavi over Xavi's a manager. Yeah, that's probably true. Yes, that Yamal goal is fantastic. Is Xavi the Spanish Lampard in terms of coaching? Now I think that's a bit harsh because at least Xavi did have experience. But you could make... But the thing is, at least Xavi won his major trophies. Lampard hasn't won any major trophies. So I think that's a bit harsh, but I understand what you mean by that. I understand the parallels, but I do think that's a bit harsh. Afcon final, Cape Verde versus Equatorial Guinea. XA Jinping says, I'm really confused. Xavi wanted Victor urgently, but he's not even given 1.5 to play. Luke Klopp says, HRC at least won a league title, unlike Lampard, who's never even got close. But that doesn't change the fact that Xavi's not a good coach. Mass Channel says, Xavi Berhalter. Esteban Benitez. Xavi's job as Barca is so joyful. I can't still believe Board still believes in him. Pookie says, laughing emoji. Of course, Pookie and Lol Mayer and the other Madrid fans are watching this. Must be happy seeing this. HCR says, if Xabi Alonso coaches Real Madrid, Madrid are going to own us. I mean, Madrid are already kind of owning us, even without Xabi Alonso. Think when, it'd probably get worse if Xabi Alonso was there. HCR says, if Valverde knew what he was doing. HCR says, I was joking. Xavi almost did better than Lampard. The Match Channel says, Xavi sucks with his tactics the most, right? Well, my big issue I have with Xavi is really in terms of, like, he's too nice. That's my big issue with Xavi. He's a bit too nice. And what do I mean by that, right? He doesn't make the brave, big decisions. Like the benching Lewandowski. Benching, what is it called? I'm trying to think of some other big name. Benching De Jong. Those kind of decisions, right? That's my big issue with Xavi, is that he is way too nice and way too friendly. To be a Barca coach, you can't be this nice. You can't be this nice. I'm just putting this out here, you know? And for me, in terms of tactics, I don't think Xavi's done that bad in terms of tactics, but I do feel like once plan A doesn't work, there's no plan B. So maybe he needs to implement a backup plan. But yeah. Okay, anyways, let's talk about the second half, guys. Let's talk about the second half. Second half, man, Bilbao made a big change. Unai Gomez, and I think that was a huge change. And guess what? Sanchez draws level. Need builder down the left lane. Nico Williams delivers a great cross to the far post. Or Sanchez escapes De Jong to head past to make it 2-2. And Nico Williams got the assist there. And then Bilbao almost had another chance at the 56th minute. Nico Williams sees a look to score. And then, of course, the big man himself, Iñaki Williams. This guy always comes up clutch against Barca. I don't know what's up with this guy, but every single time we play against Bilbao, he always causes issues for us. And more often than not, he scores against us, especially at the San Mamés. Maybe not necessarily the Camp Nou, but at San Mamés, he usually scores against us. And we're going to get to that in a bit later. 61st minute, Iñaki Williams gets involved. Iñaki Williams almost scored. Break and play. And then Kubrasi came on for Christensen. I believe Christensen might have been injured. So, actually, Christensen wasn't injured. He just got back from injury. So maybe Xavi didn't want to fully use them. And then Villabre came on. And then great effort by Nico Williams. And then Felix came on for Lewandowski. Bilbao counter. Gomez leads a powerful run. And then Ferran Torres got a yellow card. The Hector Ford drags. He drags Viven. Yamal's got a yellow card as well. I don't know. I mentioned that earlier. Then finally, in the 88th minute, wow. This was such a big chance, guys. This was a big chance. Yamal rounds the goalkeeper. He does everything right, and then he can't put it in the net. He can't put it in the net. And it's so sad because if he had scored that, it would have been game over. We wouldn't have gone extra time. It would have been finished 3-2. So, And it's a completely different game. It's a completely different game and Nico Williams, not Nico Williams, right? Yamal scores that. We don't go to extra time, right? Unfortunately, misses. Then in extra time, Bilbao keep pressuring us. Yamal makes a makes a very what's the word called again? Tactical foul. Yeah, tactical foul. There, and then Nico Williams is joined in again. Roberto comes on, and this was a huge mistake from Xavi. Why did Xavi bring on Roberto for Pedri? Why not bring in Fermin Lopez? And Roberto's actually at fault for why we conceded the third goal. And then finally, terrible mistake there. Jorgozo is involved immediately as he robs Sergio possession sense and then finds Iñaki Williams a tremendous through ball. Some pursuit shots. Cannons got supposed, but the straight back into him to make it 3-2. And then from that point on, once I knew it was 3-2, it was over. And then Xavi finally decides to bring Mark Guihi on for Yamal. Like, really? Really? Then Herrera gets a yellow card. Barca, we almost had a chance there to draw level. 112th minute. 113th Barca. We almost conceded there. Pena makes a good save. Frankie de Jong, Frankie de Jong gets a yellow. Roberto gets a yellow. And then Nico Williams scores. Great, devastating counterattack there. Sanchez steals the ball, leaves the charge before crossing. It runs away from Iñaki Williams, but straight to his brother Nico, who sends a sublime shot to the far right corner with the outside rib. I mean, Pena flat-footed. This is surely it. Yeah, it's over, man. So, yeah, credit to Athletic Bilbao, man. I got to give them praise because they turned this game around from a position in which they were not expected to win, you know? So you have to give credit to Athletic Club. This team is well organized. Look at how well they pressed for us for the game. And for Barca, as I said, man, in some ways, we were lucky to have not lost this game by a greater margin. Look at the XG here, man. 4.3 XG. 29 shots, 7 big chances, 4 big chances missed. Barca, man, we were kind of lucky on the day to only concede 4 goals. And we were clinical with the chances, but once again, the defense was let us down. And you can see the squad depth that's coming into fruition because Balde is now injured. We now going to have to play Hector Ford. And the substitutions, man, from Xavi is absolutely abysmal. Like, why is Victor Roque not coming on? Why is Fermin Lopez not coming on? Why is Joao Cancelo not coming on? These kind of decisions, man, Xavi. Like, my biggest criticism of Xavi, for me, I don't know if many other Barca fans agree with this is my personal criticism, is this in-game management. He doesn't have great in-game management. His starting 11 is fantastic. Usually, most of the time, I agree with the starting 11. But more often than not, it's the substitutions that fail to deliver. And I'm sorry, guys. Ferran Torres is not that amazing player. He's a decent player, but he's not a world-class player. So for anyone saying, oh, he's going to score for us in every game now because a hat-trick against Real Betis, no. It's just one game. He just had a great game that day. And obviously, he's not going to be that consistent, So, yeah, man, for Barca, man, it is what it is. We lose 4-2. We're out of the Copa del Rey. And Xavi, man, a lot of questions are going to be asked, man. A lot of questions are going to be asked about Xavi and what his future holds. And for me personally, guys, if Xavi doesn't win a trophy at the end of the season, he has to go. There is no excuses. Unless I'll make a small minor exception. Unless we make the Champions League final and maybe lose La Liga in the final match day, then maybe not. But the likelihood of that happening is very slim. I don't think that's going to happen. And if that does happen, I would be surprised because the chance of that happening is very, very unlikely. So I think that's about it for the Barca game, guys. Do you guys have any further thoughts, man? I think I discussed everything there is. I did it around 20 minutes of this. So I don't want to spend too much more time about Barca because I don't want to get depressed. And we have Afcon to cover. And honestly, that's probably more interesting to discuss than Barca. And it's the same old, man. It's the same old. So it's the same old, man. Same old. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. So all right, let me read some of your guys' comments. Wait, Lowell Mayer said 101 says, wait, Xavi got tactics? Luke Klopp said Barca tried getting Graham Potter. Graham Potter? Dude, if we get Potter, we might be worse than with Xavi. Guys, Graham Potter would be disastrous. I'm telling you right now, guys, I'd rather have Xavi than Graham Potter, which is something that I probably that might seem crazy to say, but I'm being genuinely serious. I don't want Graham Potter this club. I don't want Graham Potter this club. After what he did at Chelsea, no thank you. No thank you. Imagine if the Barca board is like listening to going to this live chat. Dude, Graham Potter would be disastrous. HR says Mourinho is available. Guys, if Barca gets Jose Mourinho as their coach. Oh, you know what's funny, guys? The thing is, I want Mourinho as a coach, not really for the Barca sake, but more so how the fans react, especially Real Madrid fans, how would they react, and how the Barca fans react, because I believe he's generally disliked by both fan bases. So imagine he becomes a coach. That'd be insane. HCR says William Brothers owning Barca. Esteban Benitez says it's impressive how we're lacking in squad depth. Under Lucho, we had many defensive players to cover the least important matches through the season. Now Raul Koundé have to play all games. This is another thing. See, you can criticize Xavi all you want, but Laporta needs to act up. The squad is terrible. We don't have squad depth. How come we have to play Araujo, Koundé every single game? Of course they're going to get tired or they're going to get fatigued. Oh, yeah, I also want to talk about some players that stood out to me. We'll do that in a bit. But let me go through your comments. Xavi should try Budimir as a short-term replacement for Lewandowski. Budimir, I don't think is good enough. Sorry, Matt. I don't think he's good enough. Talking football doesn't work anymore these days. You have to park the bus and cross and just think about winning. This is how Madrid are successful. I think we have to adapt HCAR. I don't think we should play what Madrid does. We need to have our own style. We need to play because Pep has evolved, right? We need to do what Pep is doing at Manchester City. We have to play that kind of football. We just don't have the players to do that. Should. Budimir going to be the new Braithwaite. Roberto's still playing at Barca? Yes. Sergio Roberto's a Spanish rolled on. Yeah. He's a Spanish rolled on, honestly. And Roberto's still in the team because of 6-1, then PSG, then Ederson start for Portugal. Wait for Jude Bellingham to Real Madrid. Another brother duo gonna. I'll wait for Joel Bellingham to Real Madrid. Another brother duo gonna own Barca. Did Laporta fail in your opinion? I would say yes. But I'm not gonna discuss everything because, like I said, like the squad is terrible. The squad depth was bad. Everything we have done, everything Laporta's done has been short-term minded. Laporta needs to do long-term decisions. We need to think about players for the future, not thinking about players just for now. And that's actually messing up this team. HQ says, I think Puyol should come back to the club. Maybe in the future he can coach Barca. His leadership would be great for Barca. Esteban Benitez says, Xavi getting a yellow card again. This is crazy. HQ says, I think Puyol was sacked by Bartomeu. Esteban Benitez says, let's be honest, but Barca needs someone like Messi or Ronaldo right now. Oh, man. I agree. Visla says, I don't think we have a real chance La Liga and UCL's far stretch. It's a very concerning look. Lowell Mayer says, Barca ain't touching my Pookie, Jose Mourinho. Master says, imagine Barca with a manager called Graham. Imagine how cool he would react to Mourinho be the Barca manager. So, oh man, what? JK. He's my goat. Guys, I'm telling you right now, as messed up as it would be, guys, I could see Jose Mourinho becoming Barca coach. Because we know Jose Mourinho is a guy that has no shame. He's going to coach he has coached rival clubs before. He's coached Chelsea, coached Spurs, coached Man United. I know, obviously, Chelsea, Spurs, Man United isn't as deep as a rivalry as, of course, Barca, Real Madrid. I know that, obviously, but there is still – I wouldn't be surprised. But let me just say this right now, guys. Jose Mourinho, I don't think Laporta is interested in Jose Mourinho. And the chance of that happening is very slim. It's probably not going to happen. So, but yeah, man, let's talk about players that failed on the day. Just a quick player ratings. Iñaki Peña was terrible. For most of the game, he was bad. He made some decent saves, I suppose, but honestly, I just don't feel confident with Peña. I really don't, guys. And Barca fans telling me that Iñaki Peña is better than Ter Stegen. No, he is not better than Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen is miles better than Iñaki Peña. And I know I crap on Ter Stegen a lot, and I rightfully do so, in my opinion, but I don't think Peña is better. So, yeah, Peña is mediocre. Let's keep it a stack. Balde, I can't really judge Balde, to be honest. He didn't really play that much. He was okay, I guess. He didn't really make any mistakes when he was on. So I'm not going to blame him. Christensen, of course, he was all right, I guess. He had some bad moments, though, I believe, in the second half, if I remember correctly. Araujo wasn't really that great. Kind of underwhelming. Koundé, besides the assist, I don't think he was effective, to be honest with you. Pedri, I thought was underwhelming. I didn't think Pedri was great. I don't know why De Jong got a really high rating, because for me, De Jong was probably one of the worst players in the day. I thought he was terrible in this game. He got dispossessed. He got exposed. And like I said before, guys, De Jong for me is just not a – he's a good player, but he's not a DM. He's not a DM. I don't know why Barca fans keep telling you he's a DM. He's not a DM. He's a good box-to-box player. He is not a central defensive midfielder. He doesn't have the defensive capabilities. And if you want to be a DM, you have to have those defensive capabilities. You just have to. You know, this isn't like career mode or FIFA or Football Manager where you can put him in there and he's fantastic. This is real life. You're going to get exposed. And De Jong got exposed today badly. I don't know how he got a 7.3, because that's a very generous rating. Because for me, he should have got like a 5. 5 at most. Gundogan, I thought was all right. I think that's a bit of a high rating. I wouldn't have given Gundogan that high of a rating, but, you know, I thought he was decent. It wasn't too bad, to be fair. Ferran Torres was bad. I'm sorry. Ferran Torres is bad. I said this before, guys. Ferran Torres is mediocre. He isn't that trash as people making him out to be, but he isn't that great. Come on. You know. So yeah, he was terrible today. He didn't even get a single shot today, man. A single shot. Jeez. Lewandowski, I thought for the most part he was all right. He had a decent game. He scored that goal. I think Lewandowski is starting to slowly gain his goal scoring form, but like he still needs to score more than one goal in each game. Because recently I've seen he's doing 1 goal per game, which is great. But if he could score 2 goals in per game, then I think he's really back. But he's starting to improve. Let's put it this way. Yamal, I thought was great on the day. And I know Barca fans will come out there, and some Barca fans are already mad, you blaming him for that miss. It was a bad miss, but he at least was close, you know. So I'm not going to be too harsh upon him. I thought Yamal was good. Let's go to the substitutes real quick. I thought Hector Ford was good. Pau Cubarsí, I thought was decent. Joao Felix, I thought was ineffective. I don't think he did much. Roberto was ineffective. And Marc Gui didn't really do much. So, yeah, man, that's the Barca recap for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and now do the Afcon. Let me read some of your guys' final comments, and then we're going to go into Afcon, guys. Afcon. Xavi is Ten Hag 2.0. Jose managed Chelsea and Spurs. Barca need a player in hot form in his prime. Football conspiracy theories. Pedri disappeared as 23. Lopetegui for Barca. I'm pretty sure that's never going to happen. Lucas says eyes. Well, Lopetegui 5-1 loss in El Clasico. Bad memories for me. Can't believe we have Euros in a few months. It's like 2021. As Aubameyang says, I missed Alba and Luke de Goat. Yeah, I miss those guys, man. Especially Aubameyang, man. I really miss Aubameyang. H-Car says De Jong, De Ligt, Van de Beek. Yeah, man, those players. They kind of dropped off, man. H-Car says all 3 went downhill at the same time. I mean, De Ligt is better, but I barely hear his name. H-Car says sorry for spelling mistakes. I'm typing fast. All right. All right. We're going to move to the Afcon right now. I'm going to quickly run through the groups. I'm not going to spend too much time in the groups because I already did my group stage review of the last few days, so you guys can check it out. So I'm just going to run through the groups real quickly. Then we're going to go ahead and go to the round of 16, of course, do a small preview for that. Give you guys my brief thoughts in each match. And, of course, there'll be a prediction video. I think I'll do it tonight, and I'll make it available for everyone tomorrow. That's going to be the plan. So, actually, before we do that, let's go look at the other Copa del Rey games real quick, actually. Let's do that. Let's touch upon the other games real quick and then give you guys my quick thoughts on the Copa del Rey. So, Athletic Club defeating Barca, we just discussed. Mallorca defeating Girona. Now, I'm not as surprised as many people are, but I still expected Girona to win, but I'm not very surprised Mallorca won because I do believe Girona is going to go all in for the league. So that's kind of the reason why I'm not too surprised. And then obviously Real Sociedad. So guys, we can have a semifinal of Real Sociedad, Athletic Club, Mallorca, and Atletico Madrid. And for me, I said this after the round of 16 BLE. The Atletico Madrid are the favorites for the Copa del Rey. I think they're the favorites to win this because La Liga, for me, they're not going to win it. Champions League, do you really think they're going to win it? It's Atletico's to lose, man. Atletico's to lose. Although, to be fair, Athletic Club have a really good record in the Copa del Rey, so maybe I don't know. I would love to see Atletico. That would be a great final, guys. Atletico Madrid versus Athletic Club would be a great final. That would be a great, great final. I hope we could get that final, guys. Because with all due respect, I think that's the best final we can get from these four. I'm praying that Sevilla don't make it. Sevilla, please don't do it. Because, guys, the winner of this trophy gets the Europa League. And we know Sevilla in the Europa League is crazy. So it's better to them to not be there. All right. Enough of the Copa del Rey. Let's go ahead and go to the Afcon. So Afcon, guys, let's go ahead and quickly run through the groups. I'm going to go ahead and put timestamps description below. So let's go ahead and go through the groups, guys. So we got Group A here, guys. I'm going to give you guys my quick thoughts on each team. Let me just zoom this in for you guys. All right. I'm going to do this for like 10 minutes, probably. Guinea-Bissau, very disappointing. Defensively, we're terrible. I was not impressed with them. I'm really disappointed they finished fourth. I thought they would do better. Very disappointing. Ivory Coast, they had that great win over Guinea-Bissau, but really, honestly, they were very, very poor. Got destroyed by Equatorial Guinea. They lost to Nigeria in a close game. Ivory Coast are going to have to improve significantly if they want to make it far in this tournament. Very, very unimpressed. And by the way, guys, they did make it the round of 16, guys. By the skin of their teeth. Ivory Coast, you guys are very lucky. Nigeria, I thought they were great in the group stage. I thought they controlled the matches very well, but they got to do better in the final third. They have to do better in the final third, and that's my big criticism of Nigeria. If their attack is not good enough, and guys, I'm sorry to say this right now. If Osimhen doesn't deliver for Nigeria, he's officially overrated. Osimhen better score in the knockout stage. Because honestly, Osimhen has been terrible this Afcon. He's been terrible. I don't care if people are going to tell me, oh, we won the penalty against Ivory Coast. He scored against Equatorial Guinea. I'm sorry. Look at the amount of chances he's missing. He's having a bad tournament. Equatorial Guinea, man. Shout out to Equatorial Guinea. These guys have been impressive. Their striker, Nue? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I think it's Nue. He's been unbelievable in this tournament. Unbelievable in this tournament. And he has been on fire. Top goal scorer in the Afcon. He's got a hat trick, guys. A hat trick against Guinea-Bissau. And he scored a brace against Ivory Coast. He's a top scorer in Afcon. And guys, I don't know if you guys know this. He plays the right back for a club in the third division, Intercity. And he plays a striker for his national team. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. How far can Equatorial Guinea go in this tournament? Let me know in the comments. Group B. Mozambique. They had a good game against Egypt. But honestly, besides the Egypt game, very disappointing. Very disappointing. They had a horrible loss against Cape Verde. Really bad. The defense in particular was terrible. And even though against Ghana, they were bad for most of the game, they still created chances and scored 2 nice goals. But yeah, for Mozambique, they did decent. They didn't do as bad as I thought they would. But, they didn't overperform. Ghana, very disappointing. Very disappointing. Their attack was good, but it's just the individual mistakes. Too many individual mistakes was made by Ghana. Very disappointing. I feel bad for Kudos. And Kudos did the best he could with his team. He scored a brace against Egypt and still couldn't do it. Egypt, man, they were good. See, it's weird with Egypt. Egypt, for me, were underwhelming. I'm going to keep it aside. Egypt, for me, were underwhelming in this tournament. And I expected more from Egypt. Now, to be fair, Salah didn't play the last 2 games. I mean, I guess he played 1.5 games, I guess you could technically say. But Egypt, man, their attack looks great, but defensively, they look really bad. Defensively, they look really bad, and they got to improve significantly. And Egypt is very lucky that Mozambique did them a huge favor. Because if Egypt didn't get that favor, Egypt would have finished 3rd. And they would have made the round of 16, Wait, with them? Yeah. But yeah, they would have made the round of 16, and Ivory Coast, I think, would have missed out. I think Ivory Coast would have missed out. So they have to thank Mozambique did them a favor. Because Egypt was potentially could have got a harder draw. Because as we guys know, Ivory Coast got Senegal. Egypt could have to play Senegal in round of 16. So Egypt must be very lucky that Mozambique did them a huge favor. Cape Verde, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Cape Verde was amazing. I was really, really impressed with how they did. They were fantastic. And played really well, man. Really, really good football. Really fun football to watch and really enjoyable to watch. So, yeah. Cape Verde, amazing. Group C, man. Gambia, man. Very disappointing. Gambia was very disappointing. But you got to give them a good credit. They did really well against Cameroon on the final match day, but ultimately, they just didn't do enough. They did enough, and it was other two games that cost them. But to be fair, it was a difficult group. So you can't be too critical of them. So, yeah. Okay. Guinea. Guinea, I thought was good. I thought Guinea was great in this group, but it was just the problem was the fact they didn't beat Cameroon and they went down to 10 men. But hey, credit to them though. They still managed to hold a draw even down a man. But I think you can tell the Guinea team is really missing Guirassy. Guirassy is so important to this team because this team, they play good football, they press very well as a unit, but they don't have that clinical striker. And I think Guirassy can really help them a lot in the knockout stage. But they do have a tough task, though. I think they have to play Equatorial Guinea in the round of 16. That's going to be a difficult game. Just saying. Then Cameroon, very unconvincing. Even though Cameroon finished second in the group, I still think Cameroon have to significantly improve if they want to make it far in this tournament. But to be fair, they do play Nigeria. So Cameroon, for me, I thought were great. The thing with Cameroon is that they're very one-dimensional. All the goals they've been scored have been from crosses. Defensively, they look very sketchy. I've not been impressed with Cameroon defensively. And you got to give credit to this team. Cameroon doesn't even have Vincent Aboukwa. He's injured. Choupo-Moting didn't even get selected. And Andre Onana didn't play the final game. Guys, I'm saying this. I said this in my video yesterday. If Onana played yesterday, Cameroon don't advance. It's as simple as that. I still stand by it, and I don't care what anyone says. Senegal, probably the best team in Afcon. They have been playing the best football. I believe they scored the most goals, and they've just been fantastic. Very, very good. Very fun to watch. They play very well as a unit. For me, the team to beat. But as we said, though, with Afcon, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So don't be surprised if Senegal goes out in the round of 16 because they have a tricky team. They have to play Ivory Coast. They got the host nation. Just saying, man. Senegal, man. We'll see. And I believe they're the only team that actually topped with 9 points. The only perfect team in the group. Group D. I'm going to read you guys' comments after I finish going through the groups. Algeria, very disappointing. Very disappointing. A lot of the old guys have to go. I don't know how Mahrez is still playing for the national team. Bouadja he has to go. And a lot of the big Algerian players, those old veteran guys, have to go. So Algeria, man, very disappointing. The coach, I forgot his coach name, Belabi. Yeah, I think it's Belabi. He's already been sacked. And for me, Algeria should have sacked him after they didn't make the World Cup. I don't know why they decided to wait after the World Cup. And Algeria, man, very disappointing. And maybe they missed Guri, that striker. He could have been that difference maker. And yeah, so many old guys have to go. So many of those old guys have to go. They've been terrible. So Mauritania, shout out to Mauritania. I think they did really well in this group. They played really well. And I think, honestly, they were very unlucky. Because for me, they should have gone a draw against Burkina Faso. They played great against Angola. It's just that Angola played a bit better in the final third, and they got the result. I'm so happy for Mauritania because they honestly deserve something from this group. Because if they had finished the group with 0 points, it would have been so harsh. Because they played well in all 3 games. I was very, very impressed with them. And Mauritania, man, they're going to be a team to look out for at the knockout stage. Burkina Faso, man. Um, Burkina Faso, man, very disappointing. They were in top of this group for, I believe, most of the group stage, and the fact that they came second in the match day 3 is unbelievable. And guys, crazy stat here: Burkina Faso scored in every single. They have scored in 15 consecutive Afcon matches until Angola. Angola, we're gonna get to them in a bit. That's insane. That's absolutely insane for Burkina Faso to do that. So shout out to Burkina Faso. They did it. They finished in second place. Angola, man. Angola for me are very difficult to beat. I think we could see this Angola team is defensively very solid. They don't concede a lot of goals, and they're definitely a team to look out for. So, yeah, Angola, man, they're very difficult to beat. This team is very solid defensively. I because I believe they had like a lot of 0-0 draws. I mean, look at the record, guys. I want to show you guys Angola's matches leading up to the Afcon. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm just going to search here in this tab. Angola FC. I mean, look at the amount of matches they hadn't lost a game. Look at this. The last time Angola lost a game was to Mauritius. And the COESFA Cup, which I believe is like the legal tournament. So, yeah, I mean, look at this, man. I mean, ever since it got destroyed by Iran, they've been fantastic. 1-1 draw against Mozambique. 0-0 draw against DR Congo. 0-0 draw against Cape Verde. 0-0 draw against Mauritius. 0-0 draw. 1-1. They haven't lost a game, guys. Angola haven't lost a game since that battering. That's fantastic. So you got to give credit to them, man. Credit to them. So yeah, this is incredible, man. Like, this is insane. So shout out to Angola, man. Angola. Group E, Tunisia. Very disappointing. Their attack was simply abysmal. Very, very disappointing. Not impressed with Tunisia. Their attack. You can tell this team really needs Kazri. Wabi Kazri is such a difference maker. And Archori was terrible. Tunisia was terrible for most of the tournament. So, yeah, Tunisia very disappointing. Namibia, man, shout out to Namibia. They were fantastic on the day, absolutely fantastic. They got the 0-0 draw that they won against Mali that sent them through to round of 16. For Namibia, man, I was impressed. I was very, very impressed with the Namibia there. Very, very good performance from them. Then South Africa, man. South Africa was fantastic. They got the draw against Tunisia, which was enough for them to progress. Obviously, it'll be disappointing not to top the group. Yeah. And then Mali, great performance from Mali. Like I said, I think Mali for me is a team to look out for, but the issue I have with Mali is their attack is so bad. Like, they really need that clean strike. I believe Ismail Akon, I don't think he got selected for the Afcon. He's a big miss. He's a really big miss. You can see Mali do miss that striker presence because they don't have that clinical number 9. So, yeah. The Group F, Tanzania, man. And I mean, not really too surprising. I think many of us kind of expected that. Tanzania, very. I mean, it's kind of not surprising that Tanzania went out of the group stage. Zambia, pretty impressive. Actually, Zambia were really poor. Zambia were really poor, guys. Zambia were really poor on the day. Not very impressed. DR Congo, very, very uninspiring. And Morocco, fantastic. Okay, guys, so we might have a guest to come on real quickly. So let me see if he's available. So comments, and then we're gonna go ahead and move on to round 16 preview, and then we're gonna wrap things up in like 10 to 20 minutes. If the Ravens wins the Super Bowl, it would cure my depression for Barca, if you know NFL. All right, hopefully for your sake, Ravens win. Master Channel says quarterfinals and semifinals. Luke Klopp says Egypt, the best team attacking wise in Afcon. Lomayer says, yeah, probably. HR says Zambia were underwhelming today. Who says it's Morocco? They were never gonna beat Zambia. Zambia did good today, in my opinion. Offensively, Zambia were not great. Defensively, keeper was really good. I agree with this statement. Zambia, for me, honestly, in this Afcon, they have so many good players, but they were too pragmatic. Like I wanted to see more attacking players. I wanted to see more Adaka, Sakala show up, and these guys didn't really do much. They were ineffective. They didn't turn up. To be fair, Algeria didn't get to the World Cup because of rigged match fixing. I mean, okay. Well, I'm not going to get too much into that because that's a bit controversial. But let me just say this right now that even still, I feel like maybe they gave him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's like, you know what, we won't sack you, but now he had to go. Like this was obvious. If Algeria kept him on after this, that would have been embarrassing. So HR says I miss Comoros and Afcon. Same. Yeah, Comoros were very exciting, man. Very fun team. Ashton said fantastic for Angola. HR says so many good teams in Afcon. I hope the usual teams don't win it. Because Angola, man, epic. Who says epic? HR says Iran. Tunisia beats France and finishes bottom of the Afcon group. This is football. That's crazy, man. That's crazy, HQR. HQR says, can we mention the fact that every goalkeeper turned into prime Neuer in this Afcon? Yeah, there's been a lot of good goalkeepers, man. See, the thing is HQR. There's been a lot of good goalkeepers. There's also been a lot of bad keepers in this Afcon. A lot of bad keepers. And I think there's one name I already mentioned earlier in the stream that is bad. So Master says 2 of my semifinalists went out in the group stage. HQR said it's a good thing. I don't want to see the usual teams win it. Pookie said what to? The HQR says Daka even playing. Pookie said Tanzania messed up against Zambia, man. Yeah, that's true. If Tanzania won that game against Zambia, they would have been in a really good position. So, actually, I just realized, guys, if Tanzania had defeated Zambia, I think they might have actually gone through. Guys. And Ivory Coast would have got groups. Oh, jeez, man. Pookie, Master said Pookie. It's same, but the other way around. Luke Flop says Onana is okay. Oh jeez. Luke Flop, man, relax. Oh my god, jeez, that's wild. That's wild. We said yeah, but I mean Tanzania Blue League, but yeah, you're right. So yeah, man, that's the Afcon group stage for you guys. I did like quick thoughts on each of the teams. We'll have my friend who's also a Barca fan as well, so maybe he'll give us brief thoughts on Barca and the Afcon group stage, and then I guess I'll wait for him to do round of 16 preview. Ivory Coast played beautiful football, but couldn't finish. Exactly, man. Ivory Coast, like, I did an emergency stream from those guys. That was crazy. All right. So he should be joining any moment now. Guys, hit those likes up, man. Hit those likes up, man. How many likes are on today's stream? So we are on 9 likes. 9 likes. Can we get up to 10? Still a 9. Okay, come on. Let's try to get it at 15 likes. 15 likes is going to be today's like target. I hear that goalkeeper's on us, cousin. I wonder how Onana's feeling. That my own cousin is playing ahead of me. Movies skull emoji. I was impressed by Martinez attacking football. It was more fun than extra Guineas attacking football. Yeah, man. All right. So we're going to go ahead and get the round of 16 up for you guys. So my friend's going to be joining very soon. So he said he will take around 5 minutes. So I'm going to show you guys a bracket and get this all up for you guys. Get this all up. So let me pull this up right here. Rigobert Song dresses like Aliou Cisse. Yeah, that's true. Morocco 1, Zambia 0. Morocco 1, Portugal 0. Portugal is as good as Zambia. Hey, respect Portugal, man. Respect Portugal. We got some Portuguese fans here. Actually, do we? We got some people that like Portugal national team. So, all right. So group stage. So as you can see, these were the pots heading into the draw. So looking at this, guys. So Angola qualified as a pot 4 team, and Namibia also did as well. Any pod 1 teams that got grouped. Tunisia, Algeria got grouped. Pod 2, we got Ghana that got grouped. And I think that's it from pod 2. Yeah, that's it from pod 2. Pod 3, we got Zambia that got grouped. And that's it, I'm pretty sure. And then pod 4, Guinea-Bissau got grouped. Mozambique got grouped. Namibia, no, they made it through. Gambia got grouped, and Tanzania. So yeah, I mean, it's interesting, man. It's interesting. So all the groups are made, and you can see this is the 3rd place team. So as you can see, Guinea made it through in 3rd place. They were actually the best 3rd place team. Namibia made it through. Mauritania made it through, and Ivory Coast, man, they are so lucky they made it through. They are very, very lucky to make it through. Because if Ghana had won, Ghana or Zambia had won, Ivory Coast would have been in big trouble. Ivory Coast would have been in big, big trouble. All right. So, yeah, man, let's go look at the round of 16, man. Round of 16. So let me get my stream marker. I think we started. Hello, Barry.
Yo, AD, what's up? Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, give me a quick second.
All right.
Yeah, give me a quick just to connect my headphones.
Okay.
Doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I kind of took you a bit late, to be honest. I should have probably told earlier. But it is what it is.
I have a lot of free time on Wednesday, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, so I guess you could give your brief thoughts of Barca game, and then we kind of went over the Afcon group stage, so you could give your quick thoughts there, and then we're gonna get to round 16 just now. So I'll let you catch up, I guess.
Yeah, but for Barca, like Bilbao was always a tough place, and the previous times we met them in Copa del Rey, normally they beat us. But today, I think it was kind of a winnable game because even though we weren't necessarily great, we had a lot of chances, especially that Lamine Yamal open goal miss. You can't miss that, but I'm not gonna put a lot of blame on him because he's a 16-year-old and he's our biggest difference maker.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate because obviously the UCL, we're not winning it this year. La Liga is starting to get a bit tough, even though we've been looking great on Sunday against Betis. Real Madrid and Girona have a pretty significant gap, like 7 points due to the quality. Also, is kind of tough. So, but we'll see what happens with the motion. A lot of things can happen in the season. So maybe if Real Madrid or Girona fall off a bit, maybe if we can get a good run, maybe we can do something. But I wish that we won today because Copa del Rey is always a trophy that we win. So it's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's very, very unfortunate. Do you have any thoughts on the groups? All the groups. If you can give your quick thoughts, or you could just do any general thoughts about the Afcon group stage, because it's been a crazy, man. It's been eventful. We saw some big teams get grouped.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now for Afcon, it's been crazy, man. I can't remember the last time we had. It seems like recently, the tournaments that we had, like the World Cup, the Asian Cup, it's been crazy, and Afcon also. So, I've been enjoying it.
Sorry,
But
I'm late, guys. Sorry,
yeah,
I'm late.
hopefully, no problem. But
Yeah.
I'm shocked that like teams like Algeria, Ghana, and Ivory Coast, especially the way they went out on. It was in Monday. Yeah, the game on Monday against Equatorial Guinea.
Believe it or not, Barry, they're still in this competition because the third place rule by the skin of their
Yes.
teeth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They're so
But
lucky.
they're playing Senegal, so it's going to be tough. But
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
like
That's
pick
true.
your poison. Yeah. But yeah. It's been a great group stage. A lot of upsets like Cape Verde, Mauritania. I didn't expect them to see these two. Like they have a chance to go to a quarterfinals of Afcon, which is pretty cool for either one.
Yeah.
So I just hope that the knockout stage is going to be as good as the group stage, because then if it happens, you can comfortably say maybe this is the best Afcon ever.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So yeah, man. Definitely. All right, cool. Like, give your brief thoughts of the Barca game. And then
Well,
yeah, just give your
I'm
brief thoughts.
just screw that performance. It's gonna be brief, extremely brief. Few things Xavi said before this game ended. He said that we should be proud because we had a bunch of youngsters today and we competed well. Shut the hell up. Everyone in that pitch was terrible except the youngsters. The youngsters were the only one who showed up because any fresh talent, anyone that just starts to play for Barca, ends up performing and looking extremely well. But after a few months under his reign, they tend to decline. Today, everybody looked horrendous. We did not play well. Bilbao destroyed us. We conceded in the first 36 seconds in the game. And yeah, Xavi out. As I said, he kept saying, "Oh, we're alive in all the competitions. We're no longer alive in the Copa del Rey, and we're not gonna win the Champions League, and we're far behind the freaking league titles." So, Laporta, if you're actually smart and you actually use your head, you should already be saying in your head that we're not gonna win these titles with this manager. And
Yeah, like
that's basically it. Xavi out. I appreciate the league title you gave us last season. We did well defensively, but this season you got a better squad with way more talented youngsters, and you took us in a much worse position. And yeah, that's it. That's all I gotta say. Xavi out.
yeah. I will say this though. If we what if okay guys, I have a hypothetical question. What if we make it to the Champions League final and we lose La Liga in the final match day? Because that would technically be trophyless. Will you guys be okay with that or still no?
Still suck him. Because
Because I feel like that would be
uh,
extremely harsh to be fair.
no, Champions League finals are good enough because it's about sensations. This team is not getting better. It's not improving. We're getting worse. The players are declining. And they're declining because they don't believe in the manager. You saw Lewandowski's reaction when he was subbed it off. Bro, they have a double mask. They don't believe in this manager. They just pretend that everything is good to take the pressure and negativity away from the board, because the board are screwing up. Why isn't Vitor Roque playing? Why is Vitor Roque being benched? I know he was fit today, so why did he bring on Sergio Roberto instead of the other guys, bro?
Yeah, Fermin Lopez, Cancelo, they should have came on.
But Xavi, bro, you bring on whoever you want to bring on. You're not getting the results, then leave. You promise us. I know Xavi is a man of his word, so no titles this season. You gotta leave. So that's my stance.
Yeah. All right, Barry. What do you want to say? Like, if that event happens, would you still say he has to go, or like would you like kind of ease off and say, hey, maybe we should relax, maybe?
It sounds harsh, bro. I think we still have to get rid of him because, as Kule said, you got to look at the long run, the big picture, and yeah, the team is not necessarily getting better. Players are declining, and you just need something new, you know. But I don't know who's out there that we could have, but the vibes just feel off with that team. You can
I'm
just see
convinced.
body language.
Bro, we should at this point, no more tiki taka bullshit, bro. No more possession bullshit, bro. We need a style of play for these players that were there and not required for them to do anything extremely. demanding, bro. Like we use their attributes at their best abilities. We bring a manager that knows how to use the players he has at his disposal. He creates a game plan, a style of play that can help us get the results in a convincing and what's the other word, consistent manner, because that's the issue with us. We're not consistent. We don't have a way of attacking where we can rely on. Bilbao had that today. They knew how to attack even when they were tired. We don't know what to do with the ball when we go forward, and that's the manager. He must. Xavi wants specific type of players for his system. Unfortunately, we don't have money to bring you specific players until you get it right. We need a manager that can adapt with what we have at our disposal. And I truly believe that we have a talented squad, but he's not getting the best out of them. Like you can't tell me you can't get the best out of these players, Bilbao players. The William brothers, bro, they shot so much, bro. They had so many chances, but they kept missing. That means these guys are not good players, the William brothers. But what's happening? They found ways to create chances consistently until eventually they scored us. So, for me, Valverde right now outclassed him. Like, it's crazy.
And that and his team is way inferior to Barca, so like that's
Mhm.
impressive. So yeah, Kool-Aid, do you have any thoughts on Afcon or not really?
Let's see. Let's kind of do a quick brief. I think the Cameroon game, that's the only game I've watched so far. I decided to give Afcon a try. That was the most wildest game I've ever seen in my life. Like
Yeah.
we had, it was wild. But one thing I like is the improvisation of the teams. Like they don't really, they just, bro. Like I like teams that just go crazy and just try to take players on. Like it was so up and down, and the ending to it where the guy tried to do the hand of God goal. Like
Oh yeah, that's
it
right.
was
That's
it was hilarious, but it was entertaining, and that's what I. If there's antics like that, I saw a clip of the one guy giving instructions, a goalkeeper giving instructions about a free kick. That was hilarious. It was so original. Hardly see
yeah.
moments like that in football. So I'm gonna watch the knockout stages, everyone if possible, if I have free time because I've been pretty busy. But yeah.
Yeah.
For my preferred team, I hope Morocco goes and wins this. Morocco or give it to whoever. Nah, for me, it's just Morocco. I think that's the only one I'm interested in. There's a lot of players I like in that team. Nigeria, just because of HH, I don't want Nigeria to qualify. Is who's all out? Ivory Coast is out.
No, they're still in. They're still in.
Still in? Okay, still
Yeah,
in.
because the third place
Yeah, they
thing.
made
Third
it.
place thing.
They made it. They made it. Okay. Hopefully, Ivory Coast does something. I know they just sacked their manager. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. They sacked their manager.
That's so wild in the middle of a tournament.
You know, be crazy, guys. Is Ivory Coast wins this tournament with their interim coach?
That would be so funny. Oh yeah. Algeria? How's Algeria looking?
They finished bottom of the group. They got grouped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah,
Again, man.
again, the shocking one was Ghana. Ghana going out.
I'm not really that surprised with Ghana today, to be fair.
Yeah,
I'm not
there
that
was signs about them not looking good beforehand.
I was really surprised at Algeria though. Algeria definitely caught me off guard. I did not see that coming.
Mhm.
So yeah. Anyways, let's give our brief thoughts in each of the round of 16 games. Obviously, I'm gonna have my predictions video come out tonight for the members and then for everyone tomorrow. So Nigeria, Cameroon, guys.
I gotta go, so I'm just give
All
up.
right, see you.
I'll see you guys
All right,
later.
see you. Yeah, Nigeria, Cameroon,
Yeah,
man,
peace.
Barry, man. As a fellow Nigerian man,
Yeah.
how are you liking your chances against Cameroon? Your rival is Cameroon the Nigeria's biggest rivals?
I'd say it's more Ghana because they're neighbors and we compete in everything pretty much. But a lot of Nigerians have a sour taste of Cameroon because we faced them in the Afcon final in 2000 and we lost at home. So
Dang.
yeah, a lot of Nigerians, like I was too young at that time. I was like 3. Yeah, I was too young for that.
Yeah. So, how are you liking your chance against Cameroon? Because for me, it's a difficult one to call. I think it's go either way, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, but because like they are kind of similar in one way because both teams haven't looked that great since the tournament. But I'd say Nigeria, they've been doing a good job of game managing watching. For example, like Equatorial Guinea, now it doesn't look like a terrible result because we know how good they've been looking since that game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and Ivory Coast, it was just a very defensive game. We just got a penalty, and we've been able to get the win. And against the last game against Guinea-Bissau, kind of the same thing, an own goal, but we've managed to get the win. So, but Cameroon, they've been going up and down. I remember their first game against Guinea. I thought that they were gonna win that one because they had a lot of chances. Obviously, we saw that game against Senegal. It wasn't good, and that game against Gambia, that was wild. So, maybe Cameroon are inspired because after that game they're like, maybe we can do something big, but it's really tough to call. But I'd say Nigeria have just the edge because they need Osimhen to show up because he is that difference maker.
He's been underwhelming.
Yeah,
he's been underwhelming.
Yeah, not a good tournament. But if he shows up, this is what can separate Nigeria and Cameroon because Osimhen is a top player. So if he can get it on, really get hot during the game, maybe he can be the difference maker.
Yeah, because I don't think Abukar is gonna be back for this game. I don't think he'll be back for this game.
Yeah, so. I don't think so. But if he was there, that would cancel it out because like Abubakar, that's an Afcon legend, man. He shows up every time.
Yeah, dude, that would awesome, man. Awesome, man versus Abukar. That would be really fun. I wish we could. That would be crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So it's a very close one. Of course, I'm not gonna get my prediction. You have to wait for my video, but that's gonna be an interesting one. And something tells me it's might go to penalties.
Yeah, I think so. Cause like, who's gonna score, man? Who's gonna score?
Because you know what I realized, Barry? Nigeria, because I feel like the two teams cancel each other out. Nigeria is good defensively, bad attack. Cameroon is really bad defensively. Their attack is good. So it kind of cancels each other out. And the one thing I'll say about Cameroon is that they know how to perform when the odds are against them. Like when everything is against them, they always seemingly get the job done, even when they're not playing very well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So let me see your guys' comments.
We'll see, man. We'll see.
Yeah, Dinga says hello. Please say well, peace out, guys. Sorry I read this late. Boy says, yeah, I'm really late. Luke Klopp says Nigeria will beat Cameroon with pure ease. I don't know about pure ease. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Because every time you have expectations for those guys, it doesn't go the way you want it. So, you know.
Yeah. Boy said, I can't say Barca making the CL final. I was kind of making a hypothetical situation. To be honest, like I know that's probably not going to happen, but I mean, even still, like you know. Boy says fair. Nigeria versus Cameroon is my favorite. Matchday says my favorite tie. You know, I think I agree with Matt. I think it's the best matchup of the round of 16.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Matchday says Nigeria beat Cameroon 3-2 at the stage 2019. Matchday says Cameroon play Berhalter ball. Their goals have been from crosses. Yeah, that's true. That's also another good point. Man, imagine USA plays against Cameroon because USA also does that too. That would be terrible.
The battle of crosses.
I don't know what it is, but I just hate Cameroon football-wise. It's because of how successful they've been. Like because I believe they're the second most successful nation in Afcon history.
Yeah,
right?
they have 5 Afcons. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, and they do really well in tournaments, man. Angola versus Namibia. This is like the underdog matchup in some ways.
Yeah. Like Angola, they've been kind of under the radar because like a lot of people be talking about Morocco, Senegal, Cape Verde, but they've been looking good also.
Yeah, dude. You know, it's a second. They had like I was just checking before the Afcon. They had so many games where they had draws. They didn't concede goals. They had like all 0-0 draws, and I just realized that they're very difficult to beat. This is not a team you could eat. They concede very few goals. I don't think their attack is that great, but they concede few goals. That's the thing.
Yeah,
so that's impressive.
Yeah, last time they lost, it was July 10th, 2023.
Yeah. And it was like I think it was like Coastal Cup, which is like I think it's like the local player tournament, right? Of the Afcon, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really taking that seriously, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, for Namibia, man, they've also done really well as well. Then again, though, the thing is like, so it's gonna be an interesting matchup there. We'll see what happens in Nigeria, Nigeria versus Angola in the quarterfinals. Potentially, that could be crazy.
Yeah, it could be, but we're gonna see what happens against Cameroon.
Yeah. And then Cape Verde versus Mauritania. This is another crazy, interesting matchup. That's also, I would say it's also 50-50 because Mauritania, man, I'd say they've been playing really well. They've been playing really well. So what's your thoughts of this matchup, Cape Verde versus Mauritania?
That's like the battle of I don't know what to say because I can't really say that Cape Verde is an underdog no more. But Mauritania. Wait, hold on, man. Hold on. Mauritania. Yeah, that's her name. Yeah, they surprised a lot of people because I think most of the people who made predictions, they had them last in the group, but they've been able to step up, beat Algeria in the last game, and now they're in. But what I've seen from Cape Verde, maybe it's a level a bit too above for Mauritania. So I'll go with Cape Verde on that one.
Yeah, and then Angola and Namibia. Who do you have for that one? I forgot to ask you that one.
Say what?
Angola and Namibia.
I think Angola is gonna get it.
I'm telling you this right now, guys. In the round of 16, we're gonna see an upset. We're gonna see one.
Yeah,
upset.
I think we're bound. I think we're bound to see an upset. I don't know which game exactly.
That's the tricky part. That's the tricky part.
Yeah.
I believe I predicted Mauritania to come third in my Afcon group stage predictions, but I didn't have them to advance from the group because I thought Mauritania and Angola was kind of around the same level, so I had that to be a draw. So that wouldn't have been enough. So
okay, that's fair.
Angola, man. Morocco, South Africa, two teams that played against each other in the Afcon qualifiers, and South Africa did beat Morocco. Then again, though, Morocco had already qualified, so they used a B team. So and it was at South Africa Stadium. So I mean, this is an interesting matchup because as much as Morocco should win, South Africa is a team that can always surprise. Because a few Afcon years ago, they eliminated the host Egypt at their own stadium in 2019.
Yeah, I remember that one.
And they didn't even qualify for the last edition. So they're a very unpredictable team.
Yeah. So, I'm interested because I remember the Morocco hype beforehand and obviously it was deserved because they were the first nation of Africa to get to the semifinals. But they haven't looked like the dominant team we've seen in not necessarily dominant, but the same kind of performances that they've been putting up at the World Cup. But it might be a tricky one. Maybe that could be the upset.
Potentially, man, potentially. And like I said, because I remember a few Afcons ago, Morocco, they topped the group perfect. Well, I don't know if they remember they did perfect, and then they lost to Benin in the round of 16 on penalties. So yeah, that was bad. And so yeah. I mean, there is a potential upset, possibility. I wouldn't be too surprised. But yeah, I mean, Morocco are the heavy favorites. I think most people would agree. Yeah, Mali versus Burkina Faso. Ooh, it's an interesting matchup.
Ooh, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna win, man. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, because Burkina Faso are really clinical. They're very consistent when it comes to goal scoring. I don't think their defense is that great, though, in my opinion. Mali, on the other hand, are solid defensively, solid midfield, but their attack is so bad. I've not been impressed with their attack.
Yeah.
So it's like the two teams cancel each other out.
Yeah. So like a similar matchup to Nigeria and Cameroon.
Yeah, I would say so. So it's a difficult one. And there's always this hype from Mali.
Yeah.
There's always this hype from Mali that Mali's going to do so well in the Afcons. And I don't think I've seen them in the new format. I don't think they made the quarterfinals in the new format. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
So this is a great opportunity, man. And we know Burkina Faso, they usually make it far in the tournaments. They usually make I think in the new expanded format, they made the semifinals. I believe in the last two tournaments, I believe. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they did. So, yeah. Actually, let me check. I know they did in 2021. I don't know about 2019. Let me check. Did they make the semifinals 2019?
I don't remember that much.
Let me just quickly Google it.
2021,
Yeah.
they were there, but 2019.
No, they didn't make the semifinals. Sorry, my mistake there.
Okay.
Wait, am I looking at the right thing? Yeah, this is the right thing. Wait, hold up.
Wait, you go on Wikipedia to see.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 2019 African Cup of Nations.
Okay.
Wait. Where is the quarterfinals? Okay. Wait, hold up. Is this right? Yeah, I think it's. Oh, yeah, this is right. Wait, Burkina Faso didn't make it out the groups this edition?
Well,
Wow. Hold on, let me just check. Oh, so I think I get it now. Whenever Burkina Faso make it out of the groups. Wait, did Burkina Faso not even qualify? Wow, they didn't even qualify, it seems.
damn.
Wow. I think I read the stat that whenever they qualify for the knockout stage, they go at least as far as the semis. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. So it's a difficult one matchup to call. That's like very 50-50, I would say.
Yeah, and it's like a pick 'em. I can't really give you a winner.
Yeah. Senegal, Ivory Coast, man. Senegal, man. I would say probably the best team so far in Afcon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That midfield trio, Papa Mitsar, Idris Gueye, and I forgot the other guy in the midfield. Is it Kouyaté?
Ismail Assar?
I think he's a
forward. No. Yeah, Kouyaté. Yeah, Kouyaté.
Is it Kouyaté? Yeah. Okay. That midfield is amazing. See, you know what's interesting? As much as Senegal should win, Ivory Coast is at home. The home field advantage. Now, I know the home field advantage is kind of been sus so far in this tournament, but maybe it might come alive in the knockout stage, especially with the interim coach. And you know how people say, whenever you have an interim coach, there's a new manager bounce.
Yeah. But remember also Aliou Cisse is in the hospital right now. Maybe the Senegal players might be hyped for that one.
Yeah, so who's going to be the coach for Ivory Coast? Is it going to be Drogba?
I think Drogba's going to give a speech. I think he's going to give a speech for sure, but I don't think it's going to be the coach.
Yeah, I was kind of joking around. Yeah, there has to be a reaction after that humiliating loss. Like, I wonder how that. I'm really interested to see. Yeah, they have to respond.
No, they have
because like I wonder how the attendance is going to be. There has to be like some kind of word said to the players, like, "You guys need to show up, man. You guys need to show up." Because my thing with Ivory Coast was that my thing with Ivory Coast was that they weren't really that bad in the group stage. They just weren't clinical. That was the issue for them. And I think the thing is against Equatorial Guinea, they were so desperate for the goal, they would do anything it takes. I think they subbed out their entire. They literally subbed out their defenders because they needed that goal so badly. They did all it took, and that made them exposed.
Yeah, like FIFA. They thought it was FIFA for a minute. And then we sub out all the defenders, the midfielders, go all attack.
Yeah, because the thing is, like when you look at the score line, you think, oh, like Ivory Coast was so bad in the game. They weren't that bad in the game. The score is kind of misleading, you know.
Yeah, because like they had their chances, but Equatorial Guinea, one counter, boom, go.
Yeah, so is Sebastian Haller going to be back? Because that's because if Sebastian Haller is not back, I worry for Ivory Coast.
Oh man, I don't want to see them get slacked or beat up badly again because that was so bad on Monday. That was humiliating. I felt bad for them.
This time would be the knockout stage, so you can't like have you don't get a second chance.
yeah. Loss, you're gone.
So for Ivory Coast, man, you got to do this, man. You got to do this, and I would love to see Ivory Coast win this because I feel like I want to see some interesting stuff, you know.
Yeah, I want to see like madness, something unexpected.
Yeah. So the Egypt DR Congo, man. Egypt, man. You know what's interesting? Both these teams didn't even win a game in the group stage, and they're playing against each other.
Yeah, I thought Congo was gonna make it. And I thought Congo was gonna at least win against Tanzania, but you know, they go the way we won. But Egypt had it, but they blew their lead.
Yeah, and they got to thank Mozambique, man, because Mozambique did them a huge favor.
Yeah, but huge. Bro.
Because, dude, I think, and now that you think about it, if Egypt actually got third, I think they would have actually had to play against Senegal in the round of 16.
Oh yeah, that would have been very tough. No Salah as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
they caught a big break. Yeah, they caught a break on that one.
Yeah, I think if you're Egyptian, you should be happy with this draw because DR Congo, we have seen with this team in the group stage, they play good football, but they just can't score. They just can't score.
No,
They
bro,
can't score to save their lives.
Bakombu, man, Bakombu. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that guy has been awful.
Yeah.
So, Egypt, man. I mean, surely they can do this without Salah, right?
I mean, I think they could do something this matchup. Yeah.
No, like without Salah, they could win this, right?
With the tournament or the game?
No, like this game. I don't mean the tournament.
Oh, I mean, the game. I think they could, but I mean, nobody won between these two. Nobody won, so. Oh man, that could go to penalties.
And we saw Egypt. They were like pen merchants last Afcon, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, geez.
Only the Morocco game they won in 9. No, they won in extra time.
Extra time. Yeah, Egypt, DR Congo, man. If DR Congo knocks into Egypt, Salah, man, Salah's gonna get a lot of criticism. You know what's actually sad? Salah's gonna get so much heat and criticism. Even when he doesn't, even if Egypt gets knocked out, he doesn't even play. I'm sure that's gonna happen.
I felt bad for him because like this was the tournament for him to like that was his last chance because I think I don't know what's gonna happen next season, but most likely he's not gonna be there at Liverpool. Maybe he's gonna get that Saudi move. So that was the last year of a top level Salah.
Yeah. The Equatorial Guinea versus Guinea, the Guinea derby, man.
Yeah.
This is an interesting matchup. Because I know a lot of people are going to pick Equatorial Guinea. But remember, Guinea, Guirassy he's only played one game of the Afcon, only 60 minutes. I think he should be fit to play a full 90 in this game. Guirassy could make that big difference.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And Equatorial Guinea, have they been in the round 16 yet?
Yeah. They were in the quarterfinals last edition.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, they've been there before, but yeah, I'd say Equatorial Guinea are the favorites, but in knockouts anything can happen. And Guirassy, we know what he's been doing in Bundesliga, so yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's the Afcon for you guys. Like I said, so Barry, if you any thoughts about the eliminated teams like Zambia, Tanzania? Any thoughts about the eliminated teams? Just give brief thoughts, I guess. Or
this group?
Yeah, no, I mean just like the eliminated teams, like we haven't discussed it yet. Yeah.
I mean, for like Ghana, I didn't think Ghana were gonna get very far this tournament, but I didn't expect them to be out, this early. Algeria, I think it's time for something new, but I think they're gonna get the GOAT Hervé Renard as coach now. That's the rumors going on right now.
Yeah,
that could be a big move, man.
Oh yeah, then Tunisia. I forgot to mention Tunisia also got grouped.
Yeah, I thought that they were gonna do a good run, maybe quarters, but it didn't go the way I wanted.
I think one of the most famous players I think retired, Wabi Kazri, and that's I think the reason why Tunisia did so bad in the goal scoring. Because that guy's like one of the best players, I believe.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go read some of the comments and then we'll have to round off. Let's see where we at. Angola haven't impressed me too much. Their goals came from pens, mistakes, and set pieces, but they were very good defensively. Yeah, no, I think that's a bit harsh. I mean, they have done. How have you not been impressed? I mean, they did. Didn't you not see the game against Mauritania? Oh, that was a great game, by the way. Angola Mauritania was one of the best games of Afcon. Guys, check out that game, guys. There were some insane goals. Insane. I mean, I kind of somewhat partially agree, but I don't fully agree with this statement because I do feel like Angola have done really well. They've surprised a lot of people. But yeah, they are really good defensively. But yeah, the goal scoring just needs to be a bit better. They're not that great when it comes to final third. Burkina haven't impressed, and Mali can't finish. I think I kind of agree with that. Burkina Faso I haven't really been that impressed with. Question for the chat: who do you think would be the best new Algeria manager of the following? Bernard, Bulgara, Kuros, or Halilhodžić? I would say probably.
I think Hervé Renard. Yeah.
Ooh. Interesting. Why do you think he's the best of the four? Bear, what do you think he's the best?
Nah, I think Hervé Renard because like we've seen him in he's the GOAT of African football, and we've seen him. Yeah, and I think he's the kind of guy who can turn situations around. But also, Algeria, they need to produce a bit more better players.
Yeah, young players. And they got to get rid of the old players like Mahrez, Bouadjab. I forgot the other guys' names, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, something.
They got to see some young players. Yeah, dude. Gorey didn't make this Afcon. I would have liked to have seen him. Yeah, Master says, "Whereas Ghana is cool." He probably decided to show up after Ghana got grouped. Jeez. Master says, I only predicted 2 teams right spots. Actually, let me see. Did I get any of my round of 16 matches?
Bro, there's been some crazy stuff in this Afcon, so it's tough to. A lot of predictions are wrong.
I believe I got Morocco, South Africa correct. And is that it? I think I might be it. Gee, that's terrible. I only got Morocco, South Africa correct. I have to look back at my predictions, but from what I can see here, I don't think I got any of them. I think I only got Morocco and South Africa correct.
It happens, my friend.
Says, yeah. DR Congo can't finish, so their life dependent on it. The match just like going from France woman to Algerian men would be some irony. Oh yeah, that's true. That's good.
Wait, what?
Oh man. Doesn't like France and Algeria have like beef or something? Like France and Algeria like have some beef.
Okay. Yeah. Cultural.
Actually, no. I don't think Algeria's gonna do it. Yeah. But to be fair, I don't think it's really a coaching issue with Algeria. I think it's more so that the players just have to go. Some of the big guys need to stop playing. They have to go. They have to do a recall.
Yeah, like transition.
Yeah. Basically, what United States did after not failing to qualify for the World Cup, they have to basically do that. Get rid of all the old guys.
Bro, that was a rough day for you guys.
Yeah, I know. But to be fair, as much as I didn't like it at the time, I do think in long term it actually helped us out.
Yeah, for sure. But your boy Greg, a lot of people don't like it.
Oh man. But worse than going from men's team to women's team to men's team. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. Afcon review, an hour and 30 minutes. I did it a bit longer than anticipated, but that's fine. It's okay, guys. And yeah, so tomorrow, guys, with the Asian Cup review, we'll go through group stage and then round of 16, give a quick preview. Then of course I'll be doing my predictions video sometime soon, guys. So stay tuned for that, guys. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe. And yeah, last comment from Matt and Huda. Matt said because women have more rights in France and Algeria. Yeah, I'm not too surprised. All right, let's see how many likes we got on today's stream. Let's see how many likes we got up. I think we got up to 10 likes. So let me refresh.
That's nice.
Yeah, 10 is good. Let's see. Did I get any more? Okay, 10. We got up to 10. All right, so that's good. So I'll be back to see you guys later, man. Remember, guys, like and subscribe. Become a member of the channel. Get extra members videos, member streams. We're gonna have a member stream on Friday, guys, at around 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I hope I can see you guys then. And yeah, like I said, guys, peace out.
Take care, man.